Hello everybody, welcome back to our short course tapping into calm from chaos. How did you get on with the last module? How was the breath exercises for you? And what about the meditations? Remember, we do like feedback, so do keep posting in the group, in the Facebook group. And if you need any support, then feel free to email us on tappinginto01@gmail.com.
Yes, please do, and welcome back. So in this session, we're going to be looking at stresses that have caused you problems from the past. So it's that difficult day where it's been accumulative, you absorb it, and it does feel like you're carrying a whole load of baggage around with you. We're going to show you how to ditch the baggage.
Yes.
And we're going to be using the emotional freedom technique, otherwise known as EFT or sometimes tapping. Now this involves tapping very lightly on points, just as I'm doing here. And these are the acupressure points of major meridians that are located just beneath the skin. And rather like an acupuncturist will use needles to stimulate points on meridians, we're using tapping. So it's acupuncture without the needles.
Yes.
Lovely. Now what this actually does is send a signal to the unconscious mind, which is the area that's dealing with your stress responses. And it sends a signal to say, all's well, it's calm. And your body will naturally calm itself down, as will the mind. Now, we all know that when you are feeling stressed, you can feel very tense. It can be quite hard to think straight. So what the tapping will do when you're dealing with something that has been stressful for you is bring that level of stress down to a calmer state so that you can access, process and release the stresses.
Yes.
And in fact, a study has shown that using talking therapy like cognitive behavioural therapy, CBT, with tapping is 40%, over 40% in fact, more effective than just using the talking therapy on its own. So it is a fabulous technique.
It is.
So what we're going to be doing initially is asking you to tune in to a specific incident, preferably one that is recent, that has caused you stress and anxiety. Nothing traumatic, please, not with a video or tapping on your own. So just something that's caused mild to moderate stress for you. Now, the unconscious mind, which is going to be doing the processing for us, is very visual and it likes specifics. So it is far more effective when you focus on something specific, a specific incident, than just something general like social anxiety, stress and overwhelm. What it will then do is pattern match that incident to others that are similar. And it has a sort of domino effect on those, releasing the stress around those. And that builds a snowball effect of calm for other incidents as well.
Which is what we're looking for.
Absolutely. Yes, yes. And we've talked about that really powerful mind-body connection.
We have.
And we're going to be using this again as we're tuning in to the incident that caused you stress. And what we're going to be asking you to do, which may sound quite strange, is asking you, where do you feel it in your body?
Yes.
It will come more easily to some than others.
It will.
And it may not be obvious. Praksha, where's yours?
Oh, mine's always on the right arm.
Always on the right arm.
Always on the right arm.
Mine tends to be here, sort of that solar plexus region. But it can be different for everybody, and it can move as well. So we'll ask you to tune into that. If you're struggling with it, just ask yourself the question, where am I feeling it in my body? And just take the first answer that comes to you.
Yeah. Usually the first one's the right one.
Absolutely. And we're also going to be asking you what emotion is associated with this incident. Now, it's not stress and anxiety. That's the end result. We're talking in terms of sadness, anger. There is a list of emotion words in our resources section at tappinginto.co.uk, and you might find that helpful if you're struggling with that one. When you start tapping and you're following us, it's a good idea to use our words for emotion and for the area of the body initially. This is called borrowed benefits, and again, the unconscious mind can pattern match, so it will still have an effect for you. However, once you've got hang of this and you're familiar with the technique, we suggest you substitute your own words for the emotion and the area of the body. Being more specific will be more effective. You can even tweak the script a bit, just adding in something that really resonates with you or taking something out that doesn't. But please keep to the general pattern of the script because it is done that way for a reason.
Absolutely.
Okay, and as we've said, it's a skill.
Practice.
Practice, practice, practice. The more you do it, the more effective it will be, because the mind and body does want to be well. It does want to be in balance. It will, if it finds something that helps it, it will latch onto it and it will use it effectively. So please do practice, 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 even if this feels very strange to start with. And you will find other tappings in the resources at tappinginto.co.uk. We'll also put a time prompt on this so that you don't have to listen to us talking, unless you want to, of course. You can go straight through to the tapping exercise and practice from there. Now we're moving into our tapping exercise. Praksha will be leading and I will be following. So I'm effectively you. So you need to do what I'm doing. So you're tapping with me and you're speaking at the same time as me. Okay, so just follow what I'm doing and we're following Praksha's lead.
Lovely, yes. Welcome to your first tap together. Now, make sure you're taking full responsibilities of yourselves and making sure you're all okay. So what we'd like you to do is think about a situation that might have caused you stress in the recent few days. So start by placing our hands on our heart and closing our eyes and tuning in. So tune into that stressful situation. Now think about where in your body are you feeling it. Just make a note of this. And what emotions associated with this feeling.
And really use all your senses. Really, what did you hear? What did you see? And really, really tune into this. And if it's taking a little while, that's fine. You can just press pause and then come back.
Yes, just really tune in. Really see what you saw, hear what you heard, and just tune in. And where are you feeling this in your body? And what emotions associated with this? Allow yourself some time. What may come up may not be an obvious answer. If nothing comes up, what would you imagine it to be? Make a note of this. Now it could be things like fear, it could be things like anger. Just think about what you're feeling in that moment. And what intensity is this stress? On a scale of 0 to 10, 0 being you're not stressed at all, and 10 is incredibly stressed. And let's make a note of that too. Now we'll be starting by tapping on our karate chop point. So let's start the tapping.
So just open your eyes and remember you're following me and I'm following Praksha.
Okay, so this is called the karate chop point. Remember, gentle touches, gentle taps, nothing too hard. Yeah, because it's a mind-body connection and your mind and body will feel this. Yeah. So let's start. Even though
I've
been feeling stressed and anxious,
I've been feeling stressed and anxious.
I accept myself.
I accept myself.
Anyway.
Even though
I'm tired of feeling stressed and anxious.
I'm tired of feeling stressed and anxious.
I'm open to accepting myself anyway.
I am open to accepting myself anyway.
Even though
I'm
feeling stressed and anxious.
I am feeling stressed and anxious.
I'm open to letting it go.
I am open to letting it go.
And I accept where I am right now.
I accept where I am right now.
Okay, brilliant. We'll go through the points now. All these feelings of stress and anxiety.
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 I'm feeling in my heart.
I'm feeling in my heart.
All these feelings of stress and anxiety.
All these feelings of stress and anxiety.
That are making life difficult for me.
That are making life difficult for me.
All these feelings of stress and anxiety.
All these feelings of stress and anxiety.
I'm so weary of them.
I'm so weary of them.
I've had enough.
I have had enough.
Of all this stress and anxiety.
Of all this stress and anxiety.
In my heart.
In my heart.
This makes me feel so tired and unhappy.
This makes me feel so tired and unhappy.
All this fear.
All this fear.
I don't want these feelings anymore.
I don't want these feelings anymore.
All these feelings of stress and anxiety.
All these feelings of stress and anxiety.
I've been feeling this way for a long time.
Been feeling this way for a long time.
Feeling stressed and anxious.
Feeling stressed and anxious.
It's getting me down.
It's getting me down.
Feeling stressed and anxious in my heart.
Feeling stressed and anxious in my heart.
Stressed and anxious.
Stressed and anxious.
This affects my life.
This affects my life.
Feeling stressed and anxious.
Feeling stressed and anxious.
All these feelings of stress and anxiety.
All these feelings of stress and anxiety.
They've been getting worse.
They've been getting worse.
I accept it's where I am now.
I accept it's where I am now.
But perhaps I could let it go.
I could let it go.
Perhaps I could feel calmer.
Perhaps I could feel calmer.
Even if it's just a little bit.
Even if it's just a little bit.
I often feel life controls me.
I often feel life controls me.
Perhaps I could take control back.
Perhaps I could take control back.
Perhaps I could start to let this fear go.
Perhaps I could start to let this fear go.
That would be so good.
Oh, that would be so good.
I'm seeking help.
I am seeking help.
I'm engaging in calming techniques.
I'm engaging in calming techniques.
I'm saying enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
I'm ready to be calmer.
I am ready to be calmer.
I know I'll be happier when I'm calmer.
I know I'll be happier when I'm calmer.
I want these feelings of stress and anxiety.
I want these feelings of stress and anxiety
to loosen their grip on me.
To loosen their grip on me.
I choose calm.
I choose calm.
I want to feel less overwhelmed.
I want to feel less overwhelmed.
That would be fantastic.
That would be fantastic.
I choose calm.
I choose calm.
Okay, take a deep breath and let it go. Let's reassess where we're at. Has it moved in your body? Has the feeling changed? Has the intensity come down? Or maybe it's gone up, and that's fine too, because we're sort of giving ourselves permission to revisit the situation and do something about it. Beginning to feel a bit calmer around it. So the more you tap, the less that anxiety will be there, and you'll begin to feel much calmer. So take a deep breath and let it out. Okay, you must be feeling a bit calmer now. And we'll do one more round. Tired of stress and anxiety.
Tired of stress and anxiety.
I get so weary.
I get so weary.
I'm sick of it.
I'm sick of it.
All this fear.
All this fear.
All this fear in my heart.
All this fear in my heart.
This is how I've been feeling.
This is how I've been feeling.
I accept that.
I accept that.
I choose to change it.
But I choose to change it.
Time to move forward.
Time to move forward.
Time to feel calmer.
Time to feel calmer.
Change can be scary.
Change can be scary.
But I want to be calmer.
But I want to be calmer.
Releasing anxiety now.
Releasing anxiety now.
Embracing coping strategies.
Embracing coping strategies.
Life will be better.
Life will be better.
I have faith.
I have faith.
Life will be calmer.
Life will be calmer.
I will be happy.
I will be happier.
I'm looking forward.
I am looking forward.
I'm optimistic.
I am optimistic.
Choosing calm.
Choosing calm.
Choosing to cope.
Choosing to cope.
I am calmer.
I am calmer.
Lovely. Let's take a breath and reassess. Now what we'd like to do is for you to continue doing this tapping until the intensity has come down to either a 2 or a 3.
Yes.
And as Liza said, once you get the gist of it, feel free to change the words.
Yes.
To your particular situation.
Absolutely.
Your body part and how you are feeling.
Yes.
And the results will be much quicker and you'll begin to feel much calmer.
Yes, so please do make note of that time prompt so you can just go back to the beginning. Keep tapping.
Keep tapping. So that's one round of tapping that we've done together. Now we'd encourage you to use this tapping on other similar situations. Anything that's caused you mild to moderate anxiety. Nothing too traumatic at this stage, please.
Absolutely.
Now you will find a video without the words on our resource page at tappinginto.co.uk.
Yeah, and we also have a diagram just showing the tapping points if you'd find that helpful as well.
Yes. Yes, please feel free to use other tapping videos that are available on the webpage as well. They'll be very useful and we've got different scenarios that you can tap along to. So congratulations.
Yes.
How you're now building your armory of stress-bursting tools.
Yeah.
Continuing our theme from the last module, we've got obviously a homework for you.
Yeah, sorry. There'll still be some.
It is about practice. So,
Yes.
So homework is always going to be about
Yes.
practice.
Yeah.
So, practice tapping using this and other videos. Remember the breathing exercises that we did in the last module. Remember the meditations, everything going to actually making you feel a bit more resilient and filling your cup up every day at the beginning of the day. And throughout the day.
Absolutely, throughout the day. Yes. And of course, we do love your feedback. So please do check in to Calm from Chaos Facebook group. Please leave your comments. Any tips you have yourself, please do offer those up. We're all learning. What may help others, and there may be others who have tips that can help you. So please do share.
Yes, please.
And please do give us feedback. We'd love that. You can also contact us by email at tappinginto01@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you.
We would. Look forward to seeing you in the next module where we're looking at dealing with overwhelm.
Yes, absolutely. So please do practice. Tapping, breathing, and really getting to know your own stress response and taking control of it and filling that resilience cup. We'll see you in the next module.
See you then.
Thank you. Bye.